Sometimes it's $15, but it's a really great way to kind of get your feet wet in this kind of work and figure out how powerful it is. And then you can find a practitioner you really like and just take off running.
Awesome. Okay, great. All right. Nancy, thank you very much for calling in. Thank you so much for calling in. I just want to tell you, thank you very much for calling.
We appreciate it.
And asking a question. I'm going to let you go now, but I'd like you to do in the chat box here, if you could please put in the name of your business and what it is you do, because I'd like to announce that on the air for you because you were so kind to call in and help us out. So thank you very much. Is there anything else we can help you with?
No, that was amazing. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome, dear.
Thank you for calling in.
We'll see you later.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, honey. Thank you. Bye-bye. She's so sweet. So let me just get back to my thing here. Did we have any other questions for Natalie?
I don't think we have any
No,
right
I think
now.
we're all good. Okay. All right. Well, Natalie, I just wanted to tell you what a pleasure it was having you on our show today, and thank you so much.
Fun.
Thank you for taking the time out of your day on a Sunday to be a part of our show. And, in closing, if you would just please tell the listeners, if you could tell us your name, again, the name of your business, the website where we can reach you. If you want to throw a phone number out. Absolutely, a phone number.
Feel free. This is...
And then message it to me on Facebook, and I'll put it on my website. I do that for all the guests that are on our show. I give they're listing their name and everything because, hey, we're not the only. There's for as many people are in the world, they need a coach. So no one owns the market. So please go ahead and tell us your business.
Okay, so it's Natalie McGovern with Blissful Living, and the website you can find me at is www.blissfullivingaz.com.
Okay.
So there is 2 L's. It's blissful and then living. So it's just spelled out together. And then the phone numbers that they could reach me at is 480-221-9457. And they can also find me on Facebook under Natalie McGovern Bliss Catcher. And I do lots of posting and free tips and things like that, so they can certainly follow me on there.
You do, and like I said, thank you so much again. And you've been my instructor for quite a few classes in there, and you were coming into the school and getting everything together and just really claiming it and really forming your own way of teaching style. And I'm an educator myself, and I can tell another teacher when they really got it together, and I just know that you're going to be amazing in this. Thank you so much.
Awesome, thank you so much. Well, it's fun working with students like you because I always learn. So I like working with adults. It's great.
Well, yeah, we all learn from each other, don't we? We really do.
Exactly. It's all a big learning process.
Thanks so much for having me.
Okay, you take care, Natalie.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wasn't she awesome?
That was just awesome. That really was.
I'd like to just take a breath from all of that just for a moment and just let's just breathe into that for a second of all that good information that we just shared and just let that just settle just for a second.
And the best thing about it is it's recorded, and if you miss it, you can always go to our replay and you can listen to it over and over again.
Absolutely.
There's a few people that we've talked to recently that said, oh yes, I listened to the shows a couple times, and there's little tidbits that I pull out each time. I feel good about that.
I was at my school the other day, and some of the students were telling me that I didn't even know that they were listening to it and what they were picking up. I'm like, oh my gosh, I know. I felt so good about that.
I'm just happy that we can help people from some of our experience, maybe spare them the pain or help them heal. This is all about, this radio show. A lot of people think, oh, hey, you're making $1 million. No, what we've done is we've started on our healing journey, and we just wanted to find a medium to truly be able to share. And this is one that works out great for us. Eventually, we'd like to maybe do some videos.
Yes, we're going to be moving into videos eventually and going to be expanding a little bit on our business. And before we get into a little bit more about that, what I'd like to do is just talk about, now we had another gentleman on here. His name was Paul. If you would like us, if he has a business that he Paul Dembski, if he's still around, if he would like to give us his business name, we'd be more than happy to put it on here. No, I can't click, but you can see Nancy. I can't see Nancy's full name. So if you want to click on that for me, and we can pull that up.
Whoa.
Yes, her name is, and then you're going to have to click back down. So
That's okay.
It's Nancy Frances Venegas Murbach. That's Murbach, and you can find her on Facebook. And
looks like you can also find her on Spreaker.
Yep, she got a Spreaker account.
Awesome.
And her name of her business is really cool. It's called Happy Spirits Alive. And her email is happy.spirits18@gmail.com. And I'm going to have this on my website as well. And her phone number is 480-522-4885. And I will have all that information updated probably within a day or so on our website. So here we are. This was a great show.
This is probably to date, I feel probably one of our best shows.
We had...
I don't know. We've had some great shows.
Oh, we've had great guests.
Great
Absolutely.
guests. Our sex addiction show, we had a great couple on there.
But I feel like you and I are hitting our stride.
Finally, yeah. I think I did pretty well on this one.
You did really good.
I feel good.
You did really good.
Good.
So why don't you go ahead and let's take us into our wrap up here.
Let's wrap it up here then.
To close up.
I would like to thank you, listeners out there, for joining us this evening on Heart to Heart with the Hansons. We hope that you walk away with something awesome, some information to help you with your relationship, to grow stronger, and just to get better every day. Heart to Heart Relationship Recovery Institute, which is Kristen, our business, offers sessions in coaching, hypnotherapy, past life regression, spiritual release, and we even do tarot and angel readings, which we were talking earlier that if maybe we could get enough people dropping by and shooting us some tweets on Twitter or some emails or some postings on Facebook, maybe we could line some people up and do some readings on a show. We'll just do a show where do angel readings. We'll do card readings, tarot, maybe do some sacred geometry readings.
Yeah, that's one thing that since we started the show, we are tarot card readers, and
we
that's
have
one of
been
our things
for years.
And since we've really expanded the business, we just haven't had a chance to get back to it. But we just wanted to say that yes, we do mention that. And
maybe we could have a healing show, and we could demonstrate some of the modalities, or we could just be there to maybe be guided by the Spirit to give you what you need that show.
So for those of you who don't know us very well or are first-time listeners on our show, if you would like to learn detailed information about Leaf and I, you may please look us up at our website at www.hearttoheartrri.com. The RRI stands for Relationship Recovery Institute. And on our website, we have a box there to sign up to get our email or to get our newsletter. And as a thank you for signing up, we offer everybody a free personality profile quiz for you and your partner, followed up with a complimentary 30-minute coaching session. And I would like to talk about this for a minute so it's clear. What happens is you come to our site, you click a link, you fill in your name, your email address, and you're taken to a page where there's going to be a place for you to go and take this quiz. And what this personality quiz does is, why don't you go ahead and tell people about that?
Well, the personality quiz helps kind of classify the ways you perceive the world around you, the way you perceive in relationships, and sometimes even it can enlighten the way you perceive yourself.
Yes, the way you communicate with your spouse.
It's a communication tool. You start to learn different communication styles.
How many different colors are there in the person?
Now, in this, this is a simplified one compared to some that I've seen. It has 4 main colors. You have a red, a blue, a yellow, and a white. And each one stands for something different. And they're all good. Now, don't be confused. There isn't, I don't want to be a red because they're hotheads. Reds are very structured people. And one of the things you do learn is you have positive and negative attributes of different colors. We're more than just one color, but you usually will have a predominant color.
Right.
And these different colors will help people understand, or in a relationship, understand how your mate can communicate with you, or if you're not in a relationship, it can help you sort of pick out people that might be more compatible with their communication, might understand you or get you better.
Oh, I agree. And we begin all of our coaching sessions with a personality profile because we want to know how to relate to you.
Exactly.
We want to know how to better serve you. We get to know your personality. We know whether or not we should be, if you're going to come in super structured, if you're a little bit more lax, what your points are. And we begin that. And then with your 30-minute coaching session, that's for you and your partner because we are relationship coaches, or if you're single in the dating world. And we sit down with you and go over the results of your personality profile and give you some coaching tips on how the both of you can begin to better understand each other and begin to coach. And it's 100% risk-free. We are not even going to ask you to book a session. You're going to have to tell us. We just do this because we are so passionate about what we do. And you heard from Natalie and from Nancy. It's such an exciting thing that we do that we really want to share it with everyone.
It truly is.
So yes, go ahead and check that out. So go ahead.
So coming up, so we're going every other week.
Well, next week.
So our next show, we're looking at boundaries, learning to draw a line in the sand.
Yes.
Now, as we talked earlier, we have different things in our different shows, and a lot of them boil down to boundaries. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things in your life that will boil down to boundaries, and that can be work boundaries. This can be friends boundaries, and this can be family boundaries, all of which are very important. And the sooner you can draw boundaries, the sooner you can create a healthy situation, and in some situations possibly avoid completely severing a relationship, a friendship, a work relationship,
a family relationship.
There's so many different things that these boundaries are very important for.
And sometimes people are very weak in the boundary situation, not because they cross over the line, but they allow people to force themselves upon them.
Sure.
And in certain situations, you have to really learn to set your boundaries on how people are going to treat you, and that's what our next show is going to be about. So, also tonight, I would like to mention that one of our classmates in school, her name is Jamie Francis, and right now everyone at our school is holding a vigil for her and her husband, Timothy Francis. Jamie has been diagnosed with cancer. She is in a severe resting state. We're not using the C word. And I would like to ask all of our listeners and everyone to just please pray for the best possible outcome that can possibly help for Jamie right now. Just ask that Mother, Father, God wrap her in their arms and love her and gently coax her and take care of her and sing to her heart. And may she not know fear, and that she goes in the direction that is best suited for her at this time. Jamie does have 2 small children. She is a wife and mother, and this is a very tragic situation that is happening. So I would like to invite all of you to please extend your prayers to their family. So
definitely our hearts go out to Jamie. It's something that hits close to home when you're sure. a mother or father with children.
She's just in her 30s. She's a very young woman, very, very spirited, very cute, very powerful, just a great, great gal. So anyway, from us here at Heart to Heart with the Hansons, I'd like to thank you again for joining us. We had a great show.
And I would like to thank everybody for being here. And good night.
Good night. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Good evening.
It's amazing the ways you got me blazing these trails, the ways you taking me through when I was afraid of myself, to show me what I ain't seen and tell me what I ain't heard. You put your hooks inside of me, so honestly I can't work, cause I don't hide no more, and now I know that I can be the man that I planned. Who said you found who I am and fell in love with me, the part of my life that I was once missing, and now I see you clearly, fearfully, you wondrously. Don't you with 2 times, it's like an empty hourglass, pissing against the grain, the twisted signal systems, coward ass. Whatever they deem is normal, come from, we'll just go around hand in hand, and if I get too crazy, baby, hold me down. down. Hold me close, hold me tight, and don't let go with me. Because I love to feel the motion of your body's poetry and rhythmic excellence. Synchronize the breath. We spend the best of many nights sweating blood to set the precedence. Now,
doesn't matter what they want, doesn't matter what they need.
it doesn't matter what they say to me, because our eyes are so